All right, we are back. Some more Final Fantasy. Little bit late today. Just eating some spicy noodles. But we are here in the Final Fantasy. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-head, I may as well have not been there at all. It's the spiciness still in my mouth. Nonsense. You stood your ground and bought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave. If anyone's curious what they're talking about, well, last stream's VOD, is that fair enough? Wook Evu wishes to spread word that the festival will soon be held. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Oh shit, that's right, they had the greeting. Oh, Kali, see, I remember. Yeah, that one. Yeah. I'm gonna forget that. I'm definitely gonna forget that. Oh god. Of course I have to type it. How would I not have to type it? Find these bird people. What's up, bird person? Oh, didn't say it to them. Did I not spell it right? Oh, with an I. There we go. Look at how different those look. What? The float is fixed. Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with celebration, not let their loss deter us from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. No. There's nothing to look forward to anymore. Right. Except for a good, hearty... Oh, Kali. Oh, I whatever. Anybody who's near me right now is just like, this guy's an idiot. And I'm like, you're right. The festival is about to begin. What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there. Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of wings is tradition, and a joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. I wonder what sadistic motherfucker decided, like, oh, we're gonna make them type this in the chat. Just let everybody around hear it when they fuck. Just make sure that they can. Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival, but the repairs should be finished as soon as possible. What to do, what to do. Oh. Apparently not worrying enough to bother me with it, so. What kind of fish are you even catching down there? That water's not that deep. Oh, shit. Not only is that water not that deep, it looks nasty as fuck. What up, Wookiee-Voo? The Hanun were pleased to hear their festival was going ahead, I imagine. As well, once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. We're gonna fly the bird boat.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so.
Nobody
Everyone
can
knows
resist
well
the
heart
bird
of the
boat.
Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
That thing does not look like it can support anyone's weight.
Right. Off we go.
Surprised she didn't just fall through.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest. But this is not its only meaning. It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wook Lamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn!
And
while
also
your
me,
feathers
I'm here
fall
too.
out, but do not even think of dropping her!
Yay. Everybody clap for the Warrior of Light. No? Nobody? Okay.
Ready and...
That fucking waddle, what the
I could get used to this.
That's not how they normally walk. What the fuck is that?
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Well, well, well.
Wait, aren't there only 4 handles? How are they gonna help?
Promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
Oh god, I can't imagine carrying that big ass motherfucker on that thing.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Yeah, what he said. The place. So this is the cut because the Kmart here.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
What the fuck? They're getting her ready to throw a spirit bomb. Everyone, give me your
The
energy.
draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Keshaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
So how many times have they done this and they never once thought it was like an actual ritual before now? Like actually restored their fields? It's like, nah, it just usually shoots laser beams out of its fucking eyes for no reason, really. And then it just, makes the waters glow and our crops grow really tall, but that's not anything to do with the ritual, is it? No.
It worked.
Like, come on, if that happens every
Natural
time,
charm.
how do you not know it's magical?
Float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible!
God damn it. Maybe these people are just really fucking stupid. I'm willing to believe that. Yeah, we just thought it always shot laser beams out of its eye, just cuz. Didn't think it actually helped us. Oh. Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by festival fever, last I saw. They were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please, feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished. Gotta love the chill music.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
It's a weird
I imagine
moment of
even the
unvoiced
hardest magic has
dialogue
its limits.
between voiced
If the Hanu
cutscenes.
continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
There's like, what, 2 lines between these
You've
two
got nothing
cutscenes?
to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognized the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication.
Oh, that would make even more
What's
sense
more,
if
I
that was the
don't think
test
I've
the
seen
entire time
festival
and they
produce
always
such
knew.
impressive results since I was a mere chirper. We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater. But today's events remind us of the power in tradition.
It doesn't shoot laser beams unless it's fully repaired, and it hasn't been fully repaired for a minute. That makes even more sense.
Connor!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
I brought with me a bottle of electrolytes. They're what plants crave.
Isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Was that another field that was
Stagnant
withered, or
ether
did
was
he
to
just
blame for the
double
reed's
bloom
poor
it?
condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity.
Grow
It
it, whatever.
utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the
Is
transfer
bloom a
of
term
life
used for
energies.
wheat?
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Wonder if he's actually a
Your
mechanist or if he just
approach
really
was
likes
no less
guns.
effective, Wooklamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
And I'd bet on him being an actual mechanist, but
I did. It was so much fun.
even funnier if it's just, I carried this gun because I
Having
like it.
visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
The set is almost complete. Not really at all, but
5 more to go.
less than halfway complete. But we're getting there.
And on to the next.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawn Servant, of course.
That dude's smile is still the creepiest
Right.
thing.
It's back to Torihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
These are interesting times indeed.
Now get me the fuck out of this swamp.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
What's with the laugh? It was unnecessary as fuck. My journey has just started, and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wukivu, for one. He's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. There's one thing I can't. If there's two things I can't stand, it's people who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and the Dutch. And Linu Hanu, it warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited thinking who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Ixbaliav Tiel. I think I said that right. I don't know, that L might have been an I, apparently. Take no L's, only I's around here. As in, I'm the fucking greatest. Love this music. Ooh, vantage point. How did I not see this here? Oh, am I not in there enough? There we go. I'm in there, dog. Playing host to a never-ending stream of customers, the largest marketplace in Tuliyoyal is replete with goods from every corner of Tural. Its proximity to the harbor ensures that cargo unloaded from the boats and barges can be transported directly to the shelves of local merchants. Damn, that was so interesting. Look at us. The contest has barely begun and we already have 2 keystones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. We can only hope. I mean, they all only have 1, so... As far as we know. We've now won keystones from both the Feet of Reeds and the Feet of Gold. Surely that means our approach to the contest was the right one. So it would seem. By continuing to retrace Ghoul Jaja's journey, can't forget the second Ja, put some respect on my man's name. As presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn. On Ja. Then let's visit the giants next. Like Kryl said, the fact that they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful. God, I might just need to increase the text size next time. The home of the Yakhoi is in the upper reaches of Urkopacha. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take the long way around through Kozamaoka. This route will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. Since we'll need all the keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. So we'll call on the Moblins first then. Let's head there right now. The fuck is a Moblin? I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. I don't like hearing that. That was nothing. The flight of Wee Wingless, the great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement, collapsed in the storm. Is that the stairs name's just the flight of Wee Wingless? What are we to do then? There's an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins or see more of the city, whichever you prefer. Just to be sure, you'll accept any method of travel as long as it gets us to our destination. Of course, who do you take me for? I don't like what he's setting us up for. And as your guide, I will see to the arrangements. Oh, God. Well, it seems we have some free time on our hands. Let us make the most of it. Nobody else is going to question that. Nobody else is worried here. I need to get my axe repaired. I nicked the blade pretty badly when I took a swing at Bakul Jaja. That reminds me, I never got around to introducing you to Ropley, did I? He's the man in charge of Wachumeki. Definitely butchered that. And a good person to know. Want to come along? Let's go then. Hell yeah. Wook-Lamont dating sim right now. Ready? The markets of Wachumeki are to the east, on the other side of Bayside Bevy. Wook-Lamont is now a company. Yeah. I know. Now, where are we going? And where is the hold hands emote? What is that walking animation? She's just like hopping everywhere. Looks like a half sprint. Discuss Aunt T's Tacos. Hell yeah. This is Aunt T's Tacos, named for its owner here, the lovely T-Soul. I think those are two eyes. Ty-Soul? If you're after the best tacos in Tuliolial, this place sits at the top with Xbalyav Tai. You say that third promise, but you only ever get old Brook Evu's food. Come and buy mine for a change. Sorry, T-Soul, it's been a while, hasn't it? I swear I'll stop by for a bite once this contest is over. Ah! Wrong person. My, the third promise. How might I assist you this fine evening? Well met, Ropley. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my axe blade. Yes, it's been shipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, were we? Again? Or something like that. Think you can fix it? You stand among Tyrell's most prestigious gathering of artisans and ask this question, it is child's play. We'll have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. Do alpacas really have tails? I can't really see through all the fur. Never really paid that much attention. Good to hear. I leave it in your capable hands. Who's your companion, if I may ask? This is Garrett, a great adventurer I recruited from across the salt. I brought him here to meet you, actually. Thought he might have reason to visit Wachumeki sooner or later. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropley, humble representative of this grand center of trade. A pleasure to meet you, Garrett. What up, dog? You there, stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. This shady motherfucker. I've seen that man somewhere before. Really? Because I fucking don't remember at all. Just kidding, I do! Haha! There, yeah, remembered it perfectly. My memory surprises even myself sometimes. I was taken aback by it. The jewelry maker you met on the voyage over? That's what he did. Yeah. Oh, I remember. I spoke with him too. Fontaine? Yes, that was his name. Oh, yeah, I actually remember that stupid-ass name. You've been loitering like a flightly admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it, then. Why are you here? That is to say... Run the fuck away! And we're no closer to solving that enigma. Well, nobody chase after him now. I wonder if he could use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by link pearl if you find him first. Bro just stepped out of the shadows like, it's I, the man who is fucking running away. Don't follow me, please. Oh god. I'm gonna need to look for him. Dude's out here playing hide and seek. Oh. That fucking name. Oh my god. You were conversing with Master Rupley. But wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship. Damn, even he remembers? You found him? Good, I'll be right there. Hauling ass, too. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business with Rupley or not? Please, you needn't concern yourselves with my affairs. I'm undeserving of such attention. Huh? What are you going on about? This dude's... What the hell is his problem? I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Do not. What is wrong with you? Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend. You're too kind. So be it. I suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Before I came to Tuliolial, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Ul'dah. Eshtaime's Aesthetic. Oh, it started off well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking, mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me, and any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight. Thus did I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. Yet as you witnessed, I lacked the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Alright then. You offered a morsel and then served us the full course, yeah? You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then you have experience with my predicament? Of feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers? Damn, that's a way to put it. When you put it that way, Yeah, the flashbacks are hardly necessary there. Not me, I'm Wook Lamont, third promise of Tuliolial. Daughter of the Dawn Servant. Oh, of course. You're a member of the royal family. Please forgive my presumptuousness. But what of you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? Every fucking day, bruh. No. I hide immense sadness behind these glasses. If even an ally handpicked by the Third Promise can feel such doubt, then what hope is there for me? I must question why I bothered to become a goldsmith in the first place. Looking back, 'twas my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. But in the course of striving to be as great a goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft, as he did. Perhaps I will give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what is truly important. What is truly important. And I give my trademark fluoride stare. Head empty, no thoughts. Oh, sorry, Garrett. I didn't mean to ignore you. Didn't notice. But yes, I'm glad to see Fontaine, that fucking name, is giving himself another chance. Wook Lamont wonders how Fontaine is getting on. I can't help but wonder Fontaine will follow through. Let's see if he's actually gone to talk with Ropley. Man's made it this far with a name like that. He's got to have some confidence. Come on. Wait. Wasn't a true warrior of light shortcut. I didn't break my ankles. If you don't hear the snap, you didn't do it right. Parkour. Oh. I was about to say, wait, I got mezcal? No, I got mezcal marinated swamp monk. Ew. Ew. We're into cannibalism now? 'Twas kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I found my courage. I guess it's all good if you marinated in mezcal. Pray accept my apologies for my earlier behavior. My name is Fontaine, and I am a goldsmith from Ul'dah in faraway Eorzea. I realize this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practicing my trade here in Wachumeki Meki, if you will have me. I only ask for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creations. So that's what it was about. You were looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Wachumeki Meki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course. I must thank you both again for your sage and timely advice. That was her. I don't know that I was all that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak with me, I would not have had that moment of much-needed self-reflection. The arrangements have been made. Come and meet me at the entrance of High Tide Harbor. Bet. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have my axe ready, roughly? Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of a Wachumeki artisan. I had it here in my back pocket. It's telescopic, actually. Folds up to the palm of your hand. Oh, it's as sharp and deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you. Really impressive how they managed to compress it down to that size. Well, good luck to you, Fonjontaine. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'd be happy to talk you out of it. As long as there's Mescal involved, I'll be there. As for us, we should head for the harbor. Wouldn't want to keep Erenville waiting. No, as much as I talk about it, it's been a long time since I've drank. Mostly because it costs too damn much. If I could afford to, probably drink a bit more. Can't be wasting money on that shit, though. Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? Look there. That is my big plan. The water. No. What is that? It's fucking accurate. What the fuck is It's a peanutty. Of course, everybody knows about the peanutty. She'll be pulling our boat upriver. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? That's the neat part. You don't. They're gentle and timid creatures, for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her a reason to. First alpacas, now punatees. We're relying a lot on animals for this journey. I'm not sure how to actually pronounce that. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide, then. I'm just gonna stick with the peanutty. But it'd have to be my old nemesis, another boat. Well, I took you for someone who was up to the challenge. Was I wrong? Ugh. Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kozamaoka rode these riverboats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessels see little use with the Tyrrell now at peace, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. You said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water. Koana! Ah, it's that guy. Lamatier. Traveling up the river, I presume? Seems that way. Does this mean you've earned 2 keystones already? I can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone. I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. My friends, it's been, well, not that long. You bastards! How could you betray me like this? Tancred, Urianger, what are you doing here? Escorting a promise, the same as you? I'd heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the Studium. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought who better to recruit than to my cause. I contacted the Scholark, who arranged an introduction to these two gentlemen. The second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus did Thancred and I receive the summons. My own studies concentrated on technology, which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you two, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job. A few. The nation of Tuliolial spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where is our place, if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. He's even more opaque than Urian J at times, but it is surprisingly... It's quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Wait, I have one question before you leave. Kwana and Wuklamat are vying for the throne. As Kwana's entourage, does that mean you're resolved to defeat all his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kwana, even if it means competing against our own comrades. We intend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same. Bet. And we won't disappoint you. Thancred boss fight? Part 2. I thought you were taking a boat. If even you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. It's true that I can't stand boats, but I trust the route Erenville has chosen for us. Leave the handling of the Hunatui. I need to hear them pronounce that at least once. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping her under control. Do your best to draw them away, as far from the front of the boat as possible. Then we shall remain on deck and stand guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Erenville, just in case. I'd like to stay on the deck. I'm eager to put my pictomancy to the proof. And I'll take any chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield. And Kryl will stand on guard with Garrett. Yeah. I'll keep Erenville company then. With my blade, I can respond more quickly to threats than Alpha now. Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. Then I shall endeavor to provide aid where it's needed. I can do that as well. Okay, can we go? That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Fuck, I've been ready. Oh, this sus-ass motherfucker. Let the hunt begin. Why does everyone smile so creepily in this DLC? What the fuck? Oh shit. Fucking dungeon, let's go. Is that the first Dawntrail dungeon? It's just been so long since I did the last one. Nope, that is first Dawntrail dungeon. Average wait time 15 minutes. Oof. Well, it gives me some time to enjoy this music. Probably go do some shit at the Golden Saucer. Oh, I think I missed my my weekly Cacpot tickets. Yeah, the Mecha Break beta is back up, so probably end up playing some of that later. I end up doing only 2 hours of this instead of a 3 hour, then 2 hours of Mecha Break. High Tide Harbor. Due to the abundance of reefs in Tuliolial's coastal waters, marine visitors are forced to anchor their ships out at sea and board smaller vessels to make safe landfall. The harbor's name is no idle promise, as even boats with shallow drafts can be caught on rocks when the tide is low. Always interesting. Not really. And to the Golden Saucer. The free company I'm in got a new house at one point too, so I haven't checked that out yet. Come one, come all. Drawing number 4002 of the mini Cacpot is here. This can't be. Has to be like 4002 for me. There has to have been more than that. Well, that was not 15 minutes. That's all I got to say. Not that I'm angry about it. All right. Gonna have to do things like mechanics and actually playing my class. I'm on a boat. We're all on boats. The entire dungeon is just a boat? Can I remember my whole rotation? Can he do it? Yeah, Viper has to be my favorite class to play that I've played so far, at least. Just because of how much you're always doing. I know, I've heard similar things about, like, Monk is always doing shit, but I've never even tried out, like, base Pugilist, so I wouldn't really know too much about that. And with the state of Viper right now, it's not like I'm about to... Or, well, I might, but I'm not, like, in a hurry to go back and try. Ram him. What the fuck are these things? Just gonna assume this guy knows where he's standing. Crazy how, like, the DLC just came out a little bit ago and people already have all these dungeons memorized. I would have thought if the harness was broken, that thing would have just broken free. Not that we'd have to stop. I mean, well, we'd still probably have to stop, but for other reasons. Oh, God. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Everything's exploding. Christ. If you can dodge a red zone, you can dodge a ball. Oh no. Oh shit. And I gotta stretch and also not hit them. Stretch the tethers. Oh, God. Oh, I got hit by one thing and all that. No. Right when I hit the reawaken. Read everything like the greedy bastard I am. You bastards. Top 10 anime betrayals. Number 1, Thancred and Urianger. What the fuck? Exciting ladder climbing action. Oh god, what is he sewing? Oh shit. Oh no. That is much wider than I anticipated. Oh, that's cool. Those are actually like clones of us. They even managed to replicate my drip. Even my clone is immaculate. Tanks out here with the balls to the walls pulls. Fucking appreciate it. Oh, I walked right into that like a dumbass. Oh, dear God, what the fuck is that thing? Ooh, cutscene. Jesus. Apex Predator, Apollyon. Looks like a praying mantis dragon. This thing's appearance is how you know God has left the server. Oh shit. We're supposed to kill it before it can feed on them? Can we kill them before it can feed on them? Oh no. I saw the segments, I didn't see the line. What are those things? Oh no. Ah! Did that thing just like not though? Just like, ah, motherfucker. Like, why does it have to do that? Why does the tornado need lines? First try, I wasn't even panicked. Didn't even take a hit of damage. Yeah, sure, you can have a commendation. I received a commendation, motherfucker. I almost died.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Hey! Everyone all right?
Never mind, boat's fixed. I was worried we might not catch up to you. Those caverns you traversed were dug by the Yakhoi in their search for gold. Oh, okay. Remnants of their excavations can be found throughout this region. Well, I appreciate the lesson, O wise guide. Are we landing this boat anytime soon? Our river journey is almost over. For proof of that, you need only look ahead. As a loud fucking waterfall. The falls were impressive enough from a distance, but it's almost too much now. Yes, amazing. Now please let me off. No, no more boats. You're gonna be disappointed when you find out how we're getting back. Are you? Oh, you're not alright. I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. There's a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who've ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Wook-Lamont? We can rest along the way, too. Damn it all. A promise is meant to lead from the front, not meow and moan like a sick kitten. Wook-Lamont. That's her name. Ignore me. It's the nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on, I'll follow. Very well, but if I might say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone, so please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. But Kryl, I am not going to say anything more. Apparently. I don't like either of these. But leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. Not that I don't like the sentiment, just I would have phrased it differently, maybe. You as well, Garrett? I've always believed this is my problem alone, but perhaps you have the right of it. Alright, I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. This place is pretty fucking beautiful too. What's with the trees? Why do they have blue leaves? I've long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting. That admitting to weakness would bring shame to Papa's name, Poppy. But if you say you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Come on, let's catch up to the others. So much purple. Whoosh. The fuck is that thing? Ew. Oh, I think I killed one of those before and had the same exact response. Make sure to attune to this aetherite and not forget like last time. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Then let's settle in. We'll need a cook fire, and there's meal preparation to be done. There is a meal to be prepared.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't
I
remember
feel like that
much.
could be a little bit of an
earliest
offensive
memories are of
question.
life in the palace.
So how are you adopted?
All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding. But the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient.
Each head had a
Tired
different
when it came to
response.
training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
Yeah. We're a good pep talk.
Don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean? I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find a city of gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Cool. Now, where's the mezcal I ordered? Far too sober for this conversation.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Here they are.
Seem to be enjoying
The
themselves.
betrayers.
Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it.
Yet.
Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alizé on her rear.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Urianger boss fight win?
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Baldessian. And then, there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If he's half the hero you say,
I'm not.
the odds are stacked against us. Not that I've any intention of bowing out.
Just a brain-dead motherfucker with two swords.
Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tulihyolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better. And I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach. But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawnservant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
That's fair.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
They gonna run our tablets? It looked like the keystones kind of just fused in there.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawnservant.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention. When I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists,
We don't know what it
I
is.
humbly beg a fair share of it.
But
Time is
we
passing.
know it's gonna be awesome.
And I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
All the way his eyes keep moving. That's just creepy. Can't even do a proper freeze frame on his smile.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be a shame to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliolal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. Back to it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it.
This guy's gonna die. He doesn't even have a name.
I can barely lift them.
Fucking
If I
Hubigo
could
Lancer
just
over
rest
here.
a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts. But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed.
And he's
all
gonna
has
die.
been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind. I'm begging you.
They're even gonna do it off screen. Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better, will be better, for myself and for my people. Erenville is concerned about the dangers on the road. The Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned, the road we'll be taking is a favored hunting ground for bandits. Of course it is. With the stairs currently impassable, there'll be fewer travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although, considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road? What have Zerl Jah and the Landsguard been doing? Seems it's up to me to restore order to the area. And off she goes again. For now. We'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. This is... Yep. So many cutscenes, I forgot I just landed in this area. The Alpaca Keep. Oh. I'm gonna ignore that. Widowmaker. Is that an anteater? The fuck? Well, where are these bandits? Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Might also be all the weapons we have on us. Earthenshire is just a little further ahead, on the opposite bank of Miyakabek Zama, but let's remain vigilant all the same. Oh, there it is. What are those? Oh, that's a swamp monk. Okay, maybe with some mezcal. You know, nice mezcal marinade. That could be good. Huh. Cthulhu birds. All sorts of strange and wonderful creatures here. And then there's just the jungle iguana. We've got whatever the fuck those two things were, and then big-ass iguana. Fucking birds with squid tails. What kind of drugs were the Ashians on when they made some of this shit? Before I even talk to your ass, I'm gonna tune to this aetherite. Now we can continue. This is it. The village where the Lay of Pots from the Tuliolal saga took place. The Lay of Pot. Earthenshire, Idleshire. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. This shire appears custom-built to resemble Pots, while the other is a repurposed town. Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and a retinue? Oh, these guys. I remember these guys. That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's Elector, if you happen to know who that is. That was a little bit disturbing. You are exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Redorok is the Elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can get straight to performing the feat. As much as Redorok would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the Potsworn were injured. This is no time for feats or medal tests. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught up in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide these Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tyrol. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. If this is the best they can offer, I should have never left Wachumeki Meki. Fucking stare her down. Goddamn. You see, the Potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we're failing to uphold our side of the Pot Pact. Cheers, I'll smoke to that. Should all our Potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something and do it soon. Let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village, and if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. I don't know, I could use a nap. No, what I mean to say is I could use the nap. Don't put words in my mouth, Aaronville. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. Haha, you clearly underestimate me. I was hoping you'd feel that way. Actually, I wasn't sure I could do this on my own. We'll take every help hand we can get. Redorok truth swears that once the Potsworn have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Rakarok. You other four follow Redorok. There are other help hands in need of hand lending. I really appreciate you pitching in. Aw. But I'm seriously gonna go take a nap. I meant what I said at many fires. There will be no more feigning strength. No more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. Even if it's against my will. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Now let's find this Rakarok fellow and see what we can do for him. I suppose. Wow, everything really is a pot around here. Rakarok can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken and the pots are emptying. This truly is a travesty. This will surely affect the pot population. You've come to aid Rakarok? Rakarok accepts your hand lending with joyous feel smiles. Fucking feel smiles, okay. If we can offer the pot sworn their promised good living, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. Rakarok needs help learning about the pot sworn Kahi? What Rakarok needs is for new help hands to create good living for pot sworn. We're gonna go with Kahi. The help hand assigned to Kahi was hurt during the rock rain. The rock rain. So Rakarok took over, but he knows nothing of Kahi. What does Kahi want? What does Kahi need? Help hands do not bother the pot sworn with straight tasks. With straight asks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with guess think. God damn it. Please guess think with Rakarok. Find out what Kahi is lacking so we can provide it. You can count on us. Well, I don't know this motherfucker either. This is where Kahi works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. Indeed. Bro's sweating. That must be Kahi. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way to do things around here, apparently. Oh, that would be so fucking annoying. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guess think. Inspect the workshop. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a point of interest and examine it in more detail with... Yeah. I don't know why I read all that out. It's like, I need something, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot or it loses its savor. Well, he has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. Is that gold? Well, I guess, yeah, he's a gold worker. His tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones. I mean, like, he's got a lot there. Like, he wouldn't mind if I just tucked one in my back pocket, right? Just a bar? It must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace. And there's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in that stifling heat? Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things he might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rakarok. Made your observations. What did you guess think? First off, I noticed Kei hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking? But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? But Rakarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kei's tastes. Well, bro wouldn't even talk to me. He just sat there fanning his own face, so I don't really know. I can help you with that. My brother Kwana is also Hetsaro, and well, everyone has their personal preferences. There are some they tend to share, like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, okay, he probably wouldn't have been able to eat it until it cooled down, and by the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. Simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. Rakarok never would have thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all, but I don't think that was the only reason Kei couldn't concentrate. The Hetsaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kei seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we can get one of those? You can gather them from the Shoals of No Return. Okay. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up on their search for the Golden City. So we salvage them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Garrett? Fetch quest guys at it again. Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kei's files and saws and things were very much worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order? Rakarok was too preoccupied with stocking materials, a serious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is a help hand's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. The Shoals of No Return are past the crags, through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. On that shit. What is that? You're Garrett, aren't you? What brings you out here? Oh, you know, just looking. The issue with caring for the Potsworn. When they approached me with that same problem, I suggested they commission artisans and Charlian instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed, after all. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin the Feat of Pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Urianger, in fact. Settlements in Kazamaoka, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawn Servant, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. When I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology... My apologies, I have much to consider. If you'll excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Garrett. Fucking traitor! mean, I love you, Thancred. You spot the tunnel opening. Head through the passage to the shoals of no return and recover the drafty shard. It's about to get drafty in here. As a fat iguana. Yo, just the music. Just the ambiance of this area. It's fucking great. I'm guessing it's not the fiery orange crystal. Probably the bright green one. This crystalline shard emanates a soothing whisper of wind. It seems you found the crystal Rakarok sent you to salvage. Hell yeah. Like a drafty shard expert. So much draft I might shard myself. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I heard it. Is that a cool breeze Rakarok feels? Yes, the brisk breeze emanating from this wind crystal can be used to fill sails or cool stuffy workshops. It's like one of those is a little bit more important than the other, but whatever. Here's your AC crystal. Yes, thank you for finding a drafty shard. Rakarok will add it to the new set of tools he brought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetsaro. It's on its way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kahe thinks of our efforts. Kahe, whatever. However it's pronounced. What even did they make for him? They're not gonna say. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors, but I wasn't about to actually open my mouth and talk to them. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pot pact. Hell yeah, brother. I am grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two and I'll reciprocate with a peace worthy of a potsworn. Don't you want to live in a pot? An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Valok Shunsa. The craftsmanship satisfies Earthenshire's reputation for quality, I trust. Thought that was an ashtray. Such luster, such brilliance. Truly a gift for the Dawn Servant. I'm glad you like it, considering the time I've wasted until now. I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. You made a dish, David. I have a contract to fulfill after all. How did it take you so long to make that dish? Forgive my interruption. Amati, I'm told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with the feat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a pot swarm. It is indeed a masterful piece. Yeah, sure. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from Kozamouka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. It's a dish. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlian goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. Apparently Square couldn't replicate such exquisite artistry either. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Tuliolal, unfortunately, does not want for inspiration. Or fortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among Hetsaro more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Tural's various peoples was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hetsaro? I have few fond memories of nomadic life. Look like I'm on a tour trying to get the band back together. Rakarok is very grateful to you. I thank you for both your hard work and clever guessing when it comes to help handing. Knowing the pot sworn really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey. Koana has details to share concerning the forthcoming Feat of Pots. The Elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Urianger. I also ran into the Leveilleur twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting, but even now, he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Redrock waiting. This music seems kind of out of place with the rain. Redrock thanks you for assisting Helphand Rakarok. She will announce the feat once the other claimants have arrived, so please be patient a little while longer. Ugh. And now it's sunny again. Magic. I'm happy to report we were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Yeah, I went through a cave, you know? I gave him air conditioning. Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and the new Potsworn they will bring. He could not give less of a fuck. Hail the mighty Earl Jah. He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebble stones, the resilient sun for Dawn Servant. Cyril Jha was clearing fallen rocks? I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, well, we meet again. This guy probably just showed up after all the other work was already done. Just in time for the feat to begin. I'll bet he was already here lying low while the rest of us did all the work. Yup. Claimants, your attention, please. As Red Rock has explained, many of our potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jiggly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods drive up, Earth and Shire will suffer. Tuliolal merchants will suffer. So Red Rock sets you in this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. So we're to recruit new potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Fair. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? I mean, the Pelu Pelu extracted a shitload of work out of us too. And money. You're free to refuse Ridderach's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zoral Jha's disqualification. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then Ridderach declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do. I fucking smile. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. Everybody just heard that. The nasty brute is up to something. Maybe exactly what he just said out loud. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wuklamot? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artisans among my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliolal to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. But you get to live in a pot. Tell them that. Tell them you get to live in a giant fucking pot. Meanwhile, Koana probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. That's just a statement of fact. I suppose we could try asking around Wachimeki Meki. That seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuliolal it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? No, 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 I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burdens, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. Oh yeah, nobody noticed, actually. Wuklamot, this is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit, in any case. We won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? I'm positive, mostly. Oh my god. Or there's also an aetheryte shard right there. I need a moment. Upriver or downriver? Ihuikatumu is too rough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a pot sword. I wonder how many different pronunciations I have for each fucking thing in all of these streams. Where are we going now? Bro is in full vacation attire back there. He is ready. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Wachimeki Meki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropley. Actually, I have a favor to ask. So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Oh, just explain that all to him off screen. Filching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? Yeah, the guy who just started working here. Shady motherfucker. Fonjontaine. He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. It's too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact. Oh, is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fonjontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at the Zabalyav Tai. Then maybe we should go and talk to him, just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. Two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. I think they heard. Damn. Did you all practice that nod? That was fucking in sync. Right, let's go and see a man about a pot. Yes, let's go see a man about some pot. I mean, a pot. Ah, didn't break my ankles. Oh, Garrett, you're here too. The third promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? Last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul, until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. This is a nice view. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So what is it you wish to discuss? We want you to uproot your life and move it somewhere else. Well, it's hard to ask this right after you've settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. Ah, I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the moblins, isn't it? But you're not a moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the rite of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to Earthenshire. So that's the way of it. Deadpan stare. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wachumeki Meki, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I'm now an official subject of Tuliolal. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. I don't. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos he was slain. War took him from me in an instant. The man I loved and admired, I never wished to... The man I loved and admired. I never wish to suffer such a loss again. So as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tuliolan that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fonjontaine, thank you. And change your name, please, for your own good. I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Ropley? Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Perhaps you remember me? Brook Evu, owner of Zbalyav Tai. I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Wiklamat's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown, too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. Well, I guess I have to. Can now gain access to the role quests. Okay. So, I'm not gonna go talk to him right now. He's gonna be waiting for a fucking while on that. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the start of all that. Come back after the world is saved. Be like, okay, now I can hear you out. I'm not even sure if this culminates in you saving the world. It's just what all the rest of them have. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to have to tell you this, but Fonjontaine has agreed to sign the Pot Pact, yes? Well, it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith. To have one of our own handpicked to serve the Third Promise is a great honor for Wachumeki Meki. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuliolal. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wachumeki Meki. Aww. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. What became of Fonjontaine? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he is ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid. We shall meet you anon. Anon, you know who I am. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fonjontaine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Please. Change your name. You may now unlock deliveries for Wachumeki Meki. Speak to Ropley and pursue new endeavors as you progress through the rite of succession. Huh. I'm guessing that's a crafter thing. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. Well, you can pass the time however you like. I'd suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. Is there an inn here? Wait, what? Oh shit, look at that. Oh, it's the bungalows too. Welcome back, sir. You've had a Landsguard messenger most anxiously waiting on your return. Garrett of the Third Promise's entourage? I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn Servant summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside Sunperch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wuk-Lamat. Huh. The extra big doors. The Dawn Servant awaits you within. While I was not informed of the reason for your audience, in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. Oh shit. Okay. So he's not happy. Two swords, another viper.
Forgive me these sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
What is it about holding two swords that gives you just all these Viper abilities? Lets you go fucking Ultra Instinct on a motherfucker. That's a big ass boy.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The lance wielder, Stinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided.
Oh yeah, that's right. Stinian was here for like 5 seconds.
Gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Why don't we find out? Let's do this shit.
A spirited answer. Why not indeed? The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies.
Damn.
Come. Ready.
He's gonna be even more merciful than I will.
Truth of the tales.
Nah, that's not gonna let me kill him here. That would be terrible.
Give it your all. I want to fight to remember.
Fancy blade work. He's got some maneuvers. Oh, that was pretty fancy. Alright.
I see you know the Viper style.
Oh shit.
Let's see how you handle this.
Alright. Trip me up once.
The experiment did not lie. Very well.
What the fuck?
Resolve and resume kingdom. All right.
Oh shit. I got fucked up by that one.
You had my measure. Take this.
Oh shit.
We're far from finished.
Oh no.
No more holding back.
What the fuck is that? Do I need to stand in this or stand away from it? I think these are the... Oh, yep. Those are the ones you gotta stand in. Oh, shit. Ah. Fucking up my rotation. Still not good at reading that one. Oh shit. Oh yeah, this is this might be my death right here. Oh shit. Yep, here it is. Oh, what? Oh my god. Just face roll the whole fucking keyboard real quick.
You've shown me more than enough.
It's fine. That's fine. First try.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it. Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble.
Is bro just in a coma? What the fuck?
Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with. Confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way.
You drive a hard bargain. I guess I'll marry her. I mean, sir.
Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether he be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
And she has potential.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne. As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, Love them and being loved in turn. Guide Lamachi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it. There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
No.
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Watch over her, champion. Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galloff's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset.
More like they were just not tactful enough to not voice their complaints about them.
Shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
Everyone else was all behind his back, just like, these guys are kind of assholes. Bankrit and Urian J walked up just like, hey, your children? Not great people. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling till the day he dies, Poppy. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zoral Ja, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious, though, did Papa want anything else of you, Poppy? Just a small favor. Well, if that's all it was. Aw, shit. Wait, did anything else change? Whatever. Wooklamat thinks it's time to gather our allies for the road ahead. I still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. Poppy? I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the forward cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? I just might, after I break my ankles. Where to now? All the fucking way down here. There it is. Await your companions and continue with the rite of succession? You bet your ass. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. What up, Fonjontaine? That fucking... Change your name. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left Eorzea prepared to travel in search of work, so I had a few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you making this commitment, Fonjontaine. Shall we depart for Earthenshire, then? A word before you go. Oh, it's that guy. This crazy motherfucker right here. Wookiee-Vu. What are you doing here? I spend my days correcting manners, and here I am perpetrating the grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. If I can read. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh onto taco meat. Ew. Don't do that. Must your demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Yeah, just take his head. Don't make him into tacos. I don't want to eat that. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? I'd come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. It's the final step of the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Tyrol for 1,000 years. Yet when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it is more unassuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. Ooh. I'm still going. The lesson to be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wookiee-Vu. What would we do without you? Other than have significantly less emergency food on hand, apparently. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, then how did the Dawn Servant find the city and return without incident? It seems the legend originated with the Yokoi. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time, but first let us see Fonjontaine safely into the Moblin's care. Meanwhile, in Kozaboka.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilian Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
step aside.
Oh shit.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawn Servant may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Draw your weapon! Face me in battle, and learn your place.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me!
What a bitch. One hit, goddamn.
But he's just a runt.
My thanks for your restraint. I can kill him whenever I please. Your part in this is far from over.
We're back, and we brought with us a willing potsworn. This is Fonjontaine, a talented goldsmith who once worked at Eshtaime's Aesthetics in Ul'dah. Wonderful, impressive. You're first to return, Third Promise. Yeah, we're kind of the greatest alive. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less. We welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Helphand will show, Helphand will show you to the work pot. Not even gonna give him a name. It's just Helphand. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaimed Dawn Servant. Thank you, Fonjontaine. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. You have met the requirements of the Fate of Pots. Redrock presents your keystone with joy smiles and well-wishing. I love joy smiles and well-wishing. Oh. That makes 3. Soon we will have all of the Infinity Stones. More Potsworn candidates. Come, come, tell Redrock your tales. Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh, you are doing well. I expected nothing less of Zeralja's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, Second Promise. We must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherish, and arm Tural with weapons of Magitech design. In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest for me. I only wish to improve our nation through practical innovations. I mean, war is pretty practical. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tuliolal is known for its advanced technology. Tuliolal. Just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Charlian. That may well be true, but how long will it take Tuliolal to progress to this advanced state? How many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very... You will shut the fuck up now. Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Charlian whole. Damn. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprising and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting, until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Yeah, preach. Redrock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Tuliolal, there were no pot packs for the Potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbles. For mobbies? I feel like that's their word. I don't feel like I can use that word. Until the day Gul Jaja arrived. The families of the grab-snatched pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not a war-make people. We feared death had come for us, but Gul Jaja just wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The goldwork crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. But it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. This does not spark joy. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so began the custom of good living. Happy Potsworn make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Still don't feel good about that word. Gul Jaja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine. Ah yes, the jingly shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of pot packs. Yes, reason and clever think changed Mobby's way of life. Could give no fucks. The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. He would rather look to the future in the next beat. What was that fucking smile? Oh my god. We should be getting on as well. Fucking traitors. I mean, later, guys. Bakul Jaja never did come back, did he? He got his fucking ass handed to him. Do you have a moment, Third Promise? Rakarok would repay you for hand-helping with Kai. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Kehi, whatever. Really, I'd love to hear it. The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold, everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between, they live in golden happiness, a city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in golden happiness, whatever the fuck that means. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Rakarok, where did you hear that particular tale? From our longtime Yakoi friends. They live up in the mountains, in Urkopacha. The giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joy smiles behind. Alright. I'm probably going to call that for today. I will be on probably either well, definitely tomorrow I'll be on playing some Mecha Break, but possibly later today I'll be on the second stream with some more Mecha Break. Either way, feel free to drop a follow if you want notifications whenever I'm on, and other than that, peace out.